We have a guest who I am looking forward to talk to. Okay, her name is Gwendolyn. She has a business. It's called NurseyNurse. I cannot wait to hear from her because she is a nurse. My daughter's going to nursing school. There's a lot of questions that I want to ask a nurse. Okay, let's give her a call right now. Let's see what she's doing.
Hello.
Gwendolyn.
Hi.
Hi, it's Joe from the Joe Cuzzo Show. How's everything?
Everything is good. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. Thank you so much for taking the time to come on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Where are you from?
Pittsburgh, PA.
Pittsburgh. Are you a Steeler fan?
Of course. I was about to say it before you got it out. I'm a Steeler.
Are you, listen to me, are you a real football fan, or because you're from Pittsburgh, you just, I'm a Steeler fan and that's that?
I'm a Steeler fan.
I don't know if that answered the question. Is you a real, not a real. You just, you have family that likes the Steelers. You'll root for them if they're in the Super Bowl.
I love the Steelers. But if they're not playing, I'm not watching.
Now, I want to get into a little bit of the business aspect of things.
Yes.
You've come up with, I think it's a great idea. Now, first of all, what is your profession?
I am a certified registered nurse practitioner.
Now, where did you go to school?
Carlo University. Well, I have to shout out CCAC first because I got my nursing degree at CCAC, and that is one of the best educations I received. But the rest of my undergrad and my grad, I got at Carlo University here in Pittsburgh.
Now, when you were in undergrad, what were you majoring in undergrad?
Nursing. So to become a nurse, you only have to go to 2 years of school in a community college or likewise. So I went to a community college and got my associate's.
Okay,
but then I went to get my bachelor's and then my master's in nursing.
Okay, so you knew right away this is what you wanted to do. I have a couple of questions about being a nurse.
Sure.
Is it true, and sometimes did you have to, especially in the beginning, did you get attached to some patients and to the point that you really, enjoyed seeing them, and then because of life happens, they would pass away and you would then be depressed?
So there's several things that happen. I've always been like a little workaholic, so I've always worked like in a hospital and nursing home at the same time. In a hospital, you really don't get that attachment because it's acute care. They come in for what they need and they leave, or they come in and pass away, but there's really not really always a long-term relationship. And in nursing home, though, I remember I had a patient only for a couple of days, but his family was so sweet. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he passed away. And I think that was my first patient that passed away. And I just cried. I cried with the family. Like, you sort of get that bond. Now, I didn't become depressed, but what I did develop is when my patients were sick or someone passed away, although you're not supposed to pray, but I quietly prayed over them and, or while they were sick, because that was my way of coping. So I do that.
Do you sit there and think that you're doing God's work as a nurse?
Absolutely.
You do, right? And that's a feeling that, that drives you?
Yeah, because I love people. So that's one of God's commandments, to love everyone and to take care, of people. And I do it with the conviction that could be my grandmother or that could be my family member. So I'm going to try to do the best that I can in caring for my patients. Now,
do you have an on and off switch? And what I mean by that is, let's just say that are you working at a hospital right now?
I do not. I practice in one of our biggest school districts here in Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Okay, but you did work at a hospital at one point?
Oh, for years, yeah.
Okay, so let's just say that, you got a little downtime. I don't know how much downtime there is even being a nurse, but let's just say everything is copacetic. You got everything going on. You know what you do. You got your schedule. You have the patients. And then all of a sudden something happens. A new patient comes in and they're like mangled or totally messed up, and everything turns into panic mode. Like, not panic, but everything is now in high gear. Did you have to actually, take me through something like that? Did you have to turn on a switch? Does it just happen naturally? Were you able to?
It's natural.
It is.
All humans have a fight or flight. When you get in a situation, you figure, do I stay here and fight or do I go? And so as nurses, we're always in that go. You could be eating lunch and, hey, we have an emergency, or there's a code, or you got a new patient that you have to come up and see. So that's just in us. It's in humans, but I think as nurses, it's really in us to go take care of what we need to do. So I don't know that we necessarily turn it on, but it happens naturally. You know that you need to be on it.
Yeah, you need to be on point. Now, being a nurse and seeing people going through what they go through, you're seeing a lot of illnesses, a lot of sickness, a lot of death. I know that this, it may not sound right how I'm asking it, but because you see all of that, does it actually help you in your regular life, your personal life, and appreciate the little things that you have when you're seeing everything else going on and how bad some people may have it?
Yeah. It actually does, because none of us can know when anything will happen to us. So it definitely makes you grateful.
Now
it could be you tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I know. I just had this conversation with my girlfriend this morning. I said, we have, tomorrow's not guaranteed to us, and that's the kind of conversation I think when you see that at that kind of workplace that you're in, it really sets it, because I'm sure that half of these people, especially in accidents, they didn't expect to be there. Now, here, all of a sudden, here they are, and their whole life has changed.
Right.
So, tell me about this business that you decided that you thought was an idea that could help out other nurses. Now, it's called NurseyNurse?
NurseyNurse, yes.
Tell me about that.
So, NurseyNurse was just something I came up with. So, I'm a subscriber. Like most women, we are consumers. And so I love getting packages in the mail. So there was a couple beauty boxes that I ordered and things like that. And I'm like, well, where is the box for the nurses? So I started doing some research, and I really couldn't find one. So I said, I'm going to do this. So I asked my friends, hey, if I send you something, will you give me your honest feedback? And they said, yeah. So I just wanted to develop something for the person who cares for everybody but needs their own pick-me-up. You know what I mean? So sometimes people give so much of themselves, but they never put back into themselves. So I just wanted, what woman doesn't want a surprise in the mail?
Yeah.
You never know what it's going to be.
Yes.
So then NurseyNurse started.
So tell me a little bit about it. So now you get something in the mail. Okay. What is it? What's the package about?
So you always get 5 items, right? And so I try to always have an ink pen in there because nurses love pens. We steal each other's ink pens. So if you got a cute pen or a good pen, we're trying to swipe it. So it always has an ink pen. So last month's box was Wind Down Summer, lemonade, the lemonade version. So we had some lemon apple, what was it? It was wine. I can't remember if it wasn't Moscato. I think it was Pinot. A bottle of that, and then there was a nail polish, there was a candle, there was an eye mask, a cooling gel eye mask, and the ink pen, of course.
I love it, and I know what you and it's great too because these are the things. These are almost like essentials too that nurses or women would want, to have. When you said when you developed this idea, how long did you let it marinate in your mind before you actually developed the game plan and actually put the the process going forward?
So I am a person. I don't know if you could tell, but if I feel it, I'm doing it. So it wasn't long. I just sent it out to my friends. That was my core audience, and they said, do it, and I did it. So we are a small group. I'm hoping to get more people. I think I have about 12 people now. And so I'm hoping to expand it to be global.
Yes, absolutely. And you're on Instagram, and it's NurseyNurse, and that's spelled Nursey, and then the letter, the word nurse, Nurse. You're on Instagram now.
_1. I didn't put that in there.
Okay, yeah, you didn't send that to me. Okay.
NurseyNurse _1. I apologize.
Now, when you say that you want to go global in this, what are you doing to do that? What's the goal?
So I would love for it to blow up, and it's becoming more not just nurses. It's home health aides. It's nurses aides. It's becoming anyone who cares for someone. who needs that monthly pickup, it's becoming more of that, and I love that. It could start with the group of nurses, and I hope it expands to more nurses. But for anyone who needs that pick-me-up, I want NurseyNurse to be that.
I have to tell you the
ahead.
truth. I think it's a great idea. Not even it's even for the patients that they know that they have a little bond and they know how much and appreciate how much the nurse did for them while their stay. You know, not all stays are
Sure.
bad. And I think that's a great gift and a great way to promote the NurseyNurse by knowing like, okay, I'm a patient and I had Gwendolyn as my nurse. She took care of me. She was everything. What am I going to get this person? Well, I know now about NurseyNurse. This would be something that I'd want to deliver to her.
Absolutely.
I love it. I think it's a great idea. It's all about promoting it though now and getting behind it like you're doing right now. I love it. Now, how long has this been in play for right now?
So we started officially, I believe, in February. So it's only been a couple months.
Okay, and if people wanted to buy it, purchase it, send it to people, how would they be able to do that?
So they can go on our website, www.b3nssamfam.biz, and go under the subscription box tab, and then they can set it up.
And they also they could get all that information right on your Instagram page, right? And again, that's NurseyNurse_1. Again, at Instagram, NurseyNurse_1. Gwendolyn, listen, I love that you came on the show. I love your idea.
Thank you.
I love what you have, your personality. And anytime you want to come back on the show, let me know.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it so much.
You got it. You have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye now.